Many people are after infatuation, heightened emotions. Why not? It makes you feel good. It's an internal motivator. You become inspired, you become happy. Now, whenever we talk about infatuation, we are basically aware of what the experts are saying. Sometimes, if this is what you're looking after, it's fleeting. They also made us aware that in our physiology, there's chemical reaction in our brains. And because of that, sometimes that cloud nine experience only lasts for about 3 years maximum for most normal people. It gets challenged, it diminishes. For example, if you fight, an emotional high will become lower. For example, if you see something not so good in accordance to your expectation towards a person, then that basically diminishes. Now, how come we basically have this feeling of frustration? Because we're thinking that this is the only thing we should be after. Now, I've spoken here in several weddings, and I made them aware of what this expert on romantic relationships has said. If you're only after the emotional high, most of the time you end up changing partners. Because that emotional high will happen, but then there's also a plateau and an emotional low. Now, if you're thinking that this is the only thing that is necessary, it can only happen if you keep changing partners. Why? Because that's the effect of infatuation. For example, what do we like about people? Well, number one, according to a listing, let me just mention 6. We are attracted to hair. Short hair, long hair, curly hair, straight hair. We're attracted to teeth. Good set of teeth. White teeth, clean. We're attracted to youth with vigor and vitality. We're attracted to talents. We're attracted to, for example, form or shape. And we're attracted to confidence or charisma. But we have what we call the time element. And the reality here on earth is that as time passes by, we don't really get younger, we get older. And with that is deterioration. Now, the nice hair, it may change in color, or it may not be there anymore. Second, the nice set of teeth. You might lose that. When we talk about youth, the person who was formerly vigorous and has vitality will now become slow. What about the person who was basically muscular? What if that person becomes no longer muscular? What if the person who has talent, the talent is no longer significant or of use? What if the person who was formerly confident experiences some challenging scenario in life and then becomes depressed? The question is, would you still love that person? Now, if you're just after infatuation, you will leave this behind. But the Bible teaches that it's beyond emotions. There's also what we call commitment. Now, the second thing that basically makes our love relationships on earth problematic is if we simply say this: what I have is what I give to you as my love. Well, in truth, what you have is the only thing that you can give out. But it does not mean there's no room for improvement. What do we mean? My love, if it's the only thing without improvement that I offer to my love relationship, will fail. I'm coming from a misinformed perspective. What I know about love is my own concept of it. Sometimes what I see with my family or my parents. But for example, they kept on fighting. What will be my view on love then? What if I simply learn it from my friends? We all know most of the time some friends do not teach you the right concept of love. And that's what I live out. My immature concept of love. Definitely, the relationship will lead to failure. Now, the second is I am immature. Most of the time, I demand something from my love relationship. Most of the time, it's not only selfish, it's self-serving. Whenever we talk about love, this is our immaturity. These two are our handicaps in form. And if I am not going to make the effort to improve my learning about love, my expression of love, then that relationship will become toxic. And there's a third. Most of the time, we're demanding from people what they should do for us. Well, that's expected. Because the mindset of people is basically like this: love yourself first, love others second, and the sad thing is love God less, or love God last. But in the Bible's perspective, it's quite different. The hierarchy is different. Love God above all, and love your neighbor as yourself. So what the Bible is trying to tell us the Lord will actually inform us what standards love should have. We'll be reading 1 Corinthians 13 later on. And that is to inform the mind. The Lord will make us feel that love so that we will have an understanding of how valuable it is. And He will be showing us a model of that love so that we will understand how it will apply. And that will improve human relationships. Now, let's look at 1 Corinthians 13 verses 4 to 7. When we look at this passage, this is what we will find. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Now, why did Paul write 1 Corinthians chapter 13? Most people are thinking, well, this is the love chapter, and it's all about romantic love. Well, the truth of the matter is we can also use this particular passage in the Bible for weddings, engagements, courting. Why not? Qualities or characteristics of love is generic. But I want you to remember, it has something to do with a problematic relationship within the Corinthian congregation. Yes, you heard me right. There is a problematic situation in that congregation as in any other local congregation. I'm an imperfect person, you are imperfect people. Coming together does not complete us. We will just be a group of imperfect individuals. We will have conflicts. That will take place. And in this church, it's also happening. That's the reason why Apostle Paul is telling them, this is the kind of love that the Lord wants us to apply. This is the kind of love that the Lord provided for us. This is the kind of love that the Lord modeled, so that your relationship will improve. And with that, also your testimony. What is the problem in this congregation? Let me just mention a few. Number one, if you start reading 1 Corinthians, you will find that these people love competition and comparison. And that puts a stress on their relationship as an assembly. One would say, I'm for Paul. The other would say, I'm for Apollos. The other would say, I'm for Peter. The other one would say, I'm for Christ. Pulling each other apart. The second, there was lawsuits among believers in this congregation. Do not misunderstand. The government, legalities, it has its place. The Lord even instituted the government. But then we have to also remember that there are many things that can be resolved internally. This is exactly the point of Apostle Paul. We have the teachings of God. And if we can talk to each other in a manner that we can agree on certain terms, that we need not bring it to court, that we will actually accuse each other in front of an non-Christian judge, and that non-Christian judge is the one who will actually give his judgment on us, and what would that say about our testimony? There's also a congregation whose use of love was actually misplaced. There was a sin in that congregation, and instead of dealing with the sin, they were hiding it. And they're thinking that that will be a good thing. But Apostle Paul is telling them, how can a person understand his errors if he will not be corrected? How can a person be forgiven if he's not going to be rebuked? If he does not come to the Lord and seek for forgiveness? How can a person be restored if he does not undergo the process of discipline? It's going to be a problem. They were just simply sweeping the problem under the rug, and they're thinking that would make it okay by hiding it. But he's saying that's not the Lord's way. This is also a congregation. You read 1 Corinthians chapter 11. They were supposed to have a potluck. And that's where we draw the concept of the Lord's Supper as well. They were bringing in food. The goal was fellowship. But everyone who brought food ate their own food. And they did not even wait for the others as they were eating their own food. So he's saying, so what's the purpose of us coming together? If we brought our own food, ate our own food, so there's no fellowship happening here. They also misused spiritual gifts instead of realizing that the Lord gave it to us so that we can actually be used as His instruments to serve others. They saw it as a way to have probably a way of saying that we are better than the others, to make one seem popular and to distance one from the others, to discriminate. He's saying, no, the whole purpose of the gifts is to edify and to encourage, not to make use of it for your own personal gains. And also, he was trying to tell them that our role here is to have one head, and that is Jesus Christ. We are all parts of the body. Each part should function for the betterment of the whole. Because in in their service for the Lord, and that affected the whole group. And so that's the reason why 1 Corinthians 13 was written, so that they will understand what the Lord's will is, and that they will know how to apply it in these problematic situations. Now, when we talk about love never fails, maybe you're laughing, you're thinking, love never fails. I see the failure of love all around. Well, yes. Well, the truth of the matter is, the reason why that is the case is because, again, we're starting off the wrong way. I was reading this book by Andy Stanley. That's a question here. And many people are asking, how come my relationships end up the same way? Then he will make them aware about 2 steps before step number 3, which is the failure. If you start the same way, and you continue the same way, you will always end up the same way. That's the cycle. So there has to be a change. And the change is, instead of simply applying what you think should be love, and simply applying what you demand from a love relationship, why not look at God's Word, His instruction, and then use that and see its effect? I know many of us are skeptical. We're thinking, will that work? I don't think it will work. That's the reason even in the Bible, love is being commanded. If you're thinking, if it's commanded, it's hypocrisy. That's not true. Because God is not commanding your emotion. God is commanding your action. Because most of the time, we're always thinking that the Lord's way is not going to be effective, but yet we have not tried it out. So, let's look at the starting point of some relationships. Number 1, some relationships, you go into it with a different intention. Bill Hybels in his book, Fit to be Tied, say, a husband and a wife, or for example, or friendships, you enter into that relationship not interested in actually having a giving and taking relationship with the person you are allowed to enter into your life, but you want to be healed. But the goal is, if you want that person to be your healer, that relationship will fail. If I suffered, for example, neglect from my parents when I was 10, for example, if I was bullied by my friends when I was 12 years old, if I was hurt by my grandma when I was 15 years old, and I'm thinking, this wife that I'll be taking in is going to heal all the hurts and pains of my past, she cannot fill up that void. She cannot fill up that hole. Since that happened in the past, it was not her doing. Even if she says sorry to me 100 times or more, that cannot satisfy. She's not the one who actually did it to me. And that will be unfair, because you will be demanding from another person what that person is not in for. Meaning, look at how bad this will be. If I tell my mother, I love you as my mother, that's okay, maternal love, my love for my mom. But if I say it this way, Mom, I'm romantically in love with you, that's really awkward, right? That's misplaced. Now imagine putting it in a relationship like a husband and a wife. I love you like my mom. Or I want you to love me like my grandmother. Imagine the complication it will create. She cannot fill up your hole. And you will never satisfy by the kind of love that she'll be giving. Because you entered into a romantic relationship, and yet you're expecting to be healed from your past problems. Do you see the point? That's why sometimes relationships become unfair. Second, if you are in a relationship and the goal is to change, it will become problematic. Yes, there are certain things in life that can be changed. A lazy person can be motivated to act and make that person productive. That's okay. You can change a habit. Maybe a person is into some vices. You want that person to stop and focus his or her attention and energies to something else that is actually helpful. That can happen. But if you would like to change the person's character, that's another issue. God can change us, but sometimes our goal is to change the person. I've been counseling some couples, and sometimes at the very conversation before the wedding, I try to make them aware, please do not make it your goal to change your partner. If you're looking for a person who likes talking, then marry a person who is actually talkative. If you want a silent type person, then marry a person who's silent type. Because sometimes this is the goal. The silent type, you want that person to become talkative. And that's the reason why this person is a silent person. Maybe the personality is introvert. And the other person is probably extrovert. And then you have a problem in terms of you keep on talking. But you marry the person who needs to engage in conversation. If you don't want that, why not look at the personality, and then of course try to see the compatibility of your character traits and your values. That's very important. Instead of making it a goal to change. Because the third thing that happens here is wanting to control. Now control, even in science, has a twin brother. It's called manipulation. Manipulation ends up in control, and control has a goal, and it is manipulation. And that makes the relationship toxic. And that's many people are dissatisfied with the relationship, and then they end up hurting each other. And that's the reason why the Lord is trying to tell us, wait, I want you to understand how love really works. Now, look at this. He makes us understand about agape love. And what is agape love? Well, most of you have been educated in the church, but let's review this. In the Greek, especially in the New Testament, it has been shown that there are at least three concepts of love. If this were a triangle, the apex, we call it exclusive love. Romantically, it's called eros, romantic love. We have phileo, and then we have agape, God's unconditional love towards mankind. What is it all about? The reason why the Bible, why the Lord actually took time in giving us detail about agape love, because again, my love is misinformed. My love is immature. I need to understand that there's another kind of love, another option to loving, rather than simply serving my own self-purpose. Now, last Sunday, I was speaking in this church, and the guy made me aware that for him, January, it simply passed by so quickly, we didn't even realize it. Now it's February. He said because there are a lot of troubles and crises in the past month. Not true. Coronavirus, the fear of World War III in Iran and the United States, the volcano of Taal erupting, we have locust invasion in Africa. So many problems the world has. Then he's telling me, you know what, Pastor? I'm thinking, why is the Lord making our lives miserable? I told him, where did you get that idea? Well, experience will tell us. He's punishing us. He's making our lives miserable. Well, I did try to give him a shortcut of how we should view the Lord's presence in this world, especially in our lives. I told him first 2 chapters of Genesis, everything was very good. The relationship of man with God, okay. The relationship of Adam and Eve, okay. Because there was no disobedience. Chapter 3, when disobedience came into the picture, everything got ruined. Our view of God and relationship with God, it deteriorated. Relationship between Adam and Eve, they played the blame game. And then what else happened? Everything now was decaying. Mankind, even though closer to them being pushed away from the Garden of Eden, the longest living person was Methuselah, 969 years. But as you see, generations surpassing life expectancy is becoming short. We now talk about the destruction of this planet. We talk about global warming. We talk about climate change. Basically, this world is deteriorating, and it is a byproduct of our sin. We cannot avoid that reality. But when you look at Scripture, from the book of Genesis up to the last book of Revelations, what was God's plan? It was His redemptive plan. That's why when you look at Scripture, you always talk about God's redemptive plan in history. He was offended by our disobedience. The natural course of action was to simply inflict punishment on human being. But what do we read in the Bible? He is a gracious and compassionate and loving God. Look down on us with mercy. He engineered how we can be saved. And He actually was the one who came here to save us on that cross. That's why when we talk about agape love, it is personal. He did not send an angel. It was not a prophet who died there. It was God's only begotten Son. That's unconditional love. Second, it is actually a love that is powerful. It is so powerful that it has a goal of forgiving the sinner, restoring his relationship to his Creator. That's the intention. And the one who initiated it was Him. We did not even ask for it. He was the one who initiated it to give it to us because He knew it was our need. And it was passionate. It required His life. And people are asking me, why does God not only give us the material blessing so that we will be faithful to Him? Well, that's because it's something that He can easily give. But when we talk about spiritual blessing, salvation, it's not something He simply does with a flick of His finger. It took Him being nailed to that cross to be able to give that to you and me. That's why it's the most special for the Lord. Because He gave Himself to you. And that's agape love. We do not deserve it, but He gave it to us anyways. Because He's a loving God. Now, why do I have to understand this? Because again, your mind needs to be informed. Your heart needs to feel it. And you have to be given a model on how to apply it. Because the truth of the matter is, this is what we have as baggages in our lives. We have hatred, we have malice, we have deception, we have all types of evil behaviors in our lives. Now with that, what do we simply do? Look at Matthew chapter 5, the reading earlier from the Gospel. We simply apply the notion of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Vengeance, vengeance, vengeance. It will not stop. So the Lord is telling us, you have to use my model of love. This will stop the cycle of evil. Because as one person is offended, you have a record of it, you would like to exact vengeance on another person. That person seems to think that you've done more than what needs to be done, then exacts vengeance on you. It does not stop. So the Lord is teaching us forgiveness through His model, unconditional love. Remember when Christ was crucified? There were 7 sayings. One of them, in front of the persons who offended Him, they were not saying sorry. The offense was still continuing, and yet this is what He uttered. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Will that help any of our human relationships? Will that help improve our human interaction? God is saying yes. And as we apply it, we see an improvement. There may be no perfect human relationships, but there are improved ones and there are successful ones. But there is a need for us to really apply this. That's the reason why love needs to be commanded again, because we are skeptical. We don't want to try it out, but the Lord is saying, okay, because if I'm waiting for you to feel better about this, most likely you won't feel better about this. And because you don't feel better about the situation, you won't apply my teachings. So try to do it first and see how it affects the relationship later. Then you will feel better about this. You see the point? Because sometimes you would like to take step 1, and if I feel better about this, then that's the time I will apply. The Lord is trying to alter that system. Do this first, and later on, you will see the improvement. Because this is what is needed. How is it needed? Well, let's just look at 3 things. The first one, when we talk about service to God, it can only happen if you have an internal motivator. Why? Because if you're given gifts, you will be used by God as an instrument to reach out to others, and you will be invested. Example, be it gifts of charity, giving encouragement, giving counsel, organizing. It's difficult, mind you, to actually involve yourself in human problems. It's difficult. Let me just give you an illustration about this. Most of the time, pastors are called upon to give counsel, to encourage people who are discouraged. Then you go to a person who is problematic. Like a few weeks back, a person called me up. She's about 75 years old and tells me, Pastor, I need to talk to someone. She talked to me for an hour and a half. And probably she wants more time. But I told her I have limited time. And then she starts narrating her story, starting from the time that she and her husband met. And she's 75 years old now. She told me all the stories about the 4 children. Now, I'm thinking to myself, do I listen? Truth is, you have only a short fuse when it comes to listening to people's grievances and problems. Second, it will actually be on your shoulders. You will be burdened by these problems that you should have been home watching television or eating something, being happy. Instead, you have to listen to a person's problem. It will rub up on you. You will be using your own money. What do you get from this? But remember, the Lord is telling us, I want you to be a channel of my love towards others. I'm not telling you I'm better than you. I'm trying to tell you the only way we can serve and use the gifts that we were given, if we have the same love that the Lord has given to us, we need to be able to see ourselves as an instrument to give it out to others. Second, we have to do this